What's going on, guys? I'm Nathaniel,
Michael.
and today we're here with Josie. Josie, introduce yourself. Let them know who you are and what you do.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I'm Josie, like you guys said. I'm the executive director of Shop the Queensway BIA, and I'm a creative lead in the NBA. And what I pretty much do for both of them is I work in the philanthropic world and the community engagement world, bringing both basketball players and local businesses kind of together with, I don't know how to put it, like, I guess just being like a stronger member in the community. That's it.
So, Josie, like you said, I know you said you have two jobs, but I know you do a lot of other things than just those two jobs. Jewelry, baking, your 3D printing. Just let us know, like, how do you juggle all of those things at once?
Honestly, like, you just kind of find time for whatever matters. What makes it easier for me is that most of these things, like, well, baking, like 3D printing, jewelry designing, these are all also my hobbies, right? But then eventually kind of made a business by accident. But I'm working during the day, so it's like early morning, full day, sometimes like 6, 7 a.m. I start, and then I go into like 9, 10 p.m., 11, and you kind of wonder where I find time. Well, I'm up at 1, 2 a.m., and this is what I do. But I try not to burn myself out. Like in the beginning, I did burn myself out a lot because I would probably get 2 hours of sleep a day because I want to do stuff, because I want to see where things take me, because I want to really make use of the opportunities that I have. Um, let's see. I'm on like a 3-month hiatus from baking right now. I got a wedding cake coming up in a week though, so I guess I'm really not on a hiatus. But with the jewelry design, I took a month break. I think I'm going on 2 now, and it's just so I don't burn out and I still feel creative and I don't resent it. And that's the most important thing. I know you guys started Satori because you guys want to hear about people's Satori experiences, what they want to do, like how it makes them feel, like what it motivates them to do. Um, but I know you guys take breaks as well too and have fun. And that's a good thing because it kind of resets, I guess, your creative space, you know?
For sure. You touched on it just at the end there, but I kind of wanted you to go more in depth about the importance of breaks and how it's really important to kind of reset and refresh your mind. How would you
Oh,
say,
yeah.
yeah,
Sorry. Yeah, it's absolutely important because nowadays, like, comparison is a thief of joy, like I said. You see people on social media, they only post their best foot forward. They're only posting when they're working, when they're grinding, and it's great. But they don't post when they're failing. They don't post when they're burnt out, when they don't want to do the job they have anymore, right? And during that time, that's when we rest and we reset because it's important to our own mental health, our own physical health, and how we perform in whatever we're doing. So say like, I don't know, I spend like 20 hours working or something. I eventually stop enjoying it. It becomes a chore to me. It doesn't feel like I'm pursuing anything. And I feel like that's something like a lot of people need to remember, that it's okay to pursue, your dreams and your goals, but it's also good to kick back a little bit and have time to, one, celebrate yourself about how well you're doing, about like how you took the step to actually do something. Um, and secondly, also to reward yourself with rest time because you're with yourself 24/7, you know? Like you're only counting on you at the end of the day.
right,
Yeah, that's very true. I think that's very important, and that's something I kind of struggled with too when I first kind of started Satori because I was still working full time, and then I was doing Satori, and it just all felt like a lot at once. And I never, just being on social media, you see all
Mm-hmm.
these guys like Gary Vee and just like Shark Damon, just like different entrepreneurs, and like you see them grinding, you hear their stories, you're like, man, these guys never take breaks, but like you can't, you really need that break for yourself, and then you never hear of the times they did have breaks, right? So that's very
Mm-hmm.
you definitely need those breaks in your life for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you your Satori moment. So if you don't know what that is, it's an it's compared to an epiphany, a moment of awakening. So a moment that reveals something within you you never knew was there without that moment happening. Would you say you've had any Satori moment?
Yeah, I have. I think I wrote a little snippet for you guys, for your like Instagram post. Love how you guys are engaging with your followers. Visually, like for your Satori sit downs. I don't know if you guys are doing podcasts anytime soon,
In the works.
like audio wise. You guys looking into it? Okay, I'm excited. And also like written pieces too, because I know Michael, you're a writer. Nathaniel, do you write?
No, I don't write. I don't write.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. You guys balance each other out. But for that little piece I did, I wrote about the cancer. Like I used to laugh at stuff that like kind of makes me a little like nervous or uncomfortable. But it's not like to the point where I don't want to talk about it. It's okay to be uncomfortable. My Satori moment definitely came when I realized I had a tumor in my brain, and I had a blood clot next to it too. One day I just woke up and I was paralyzed from the waist down, and I had no idea what was going on. Found out that it was affecting my motor skills, and I was told I had a few months left, maximum like half a year probably, and that kind of opens up your eyes a little bit. You know what I mean? And kind of helps you. Well, also like forces you to figure out what's left. Like, what do you want to do? And the first thing for me was making sure I want like everybody that I care about in my life to know that I appreciate them. So showing gratitude and appreciation is a very big thing for me. And when you have like a time limit on it, things like speed up a little bit, right? And I was taking care of the family and friends side of it in my personal life, professional wise. During that time, I was a receptionist at a hair salon. I don't do hair. I don't tell. I'm not amazing at it. And like I started doing their social media a little bit, and then I was in school for business management. Things were all over the place. I had no idea what I wanted to do. But I'm just laughing at how like crazy it was for me to figure out exactly what I want to do in a week that I'm doing now, and clearly something that I'm going to be pursuing for the rest of my life. Um, I wanted to help people. I wanted to help people with a business. I wanted to help people with a platform, get into philanthropy, get into community engagement, because it's important to let people know that you're human. A lot of the times people see a business or a basketball player or their role model as just this person on a pedestal, right? An entrepreneur, a businessman, a businesswoman, and they don't see them as a human being. Like, what are their values? What are their beliefs? What do they want to share with the rest of the world? And that's something that I wanted to do for myself, but I didn't feel like I had, like, I guess, a big enough platform to be able to do that. So I'm like, you know what? Let's live vicariously through other people and make a plan for them, because that's what I'm good at. So I quit my receptionist job, and at this point, I had maybe 3 months on my timeline, and I told the people that I was making like a branding plan for that, listen, this is what's wrong with my health. I may not be around, but the way I'm going to plan it is so it's sustainable and that you can still take over it when I'm not here. And why am I doing this? Well, I don't want to be like a vegetable before I go and not do anything that I loved. And I wanted to say it was like the cancer that kind of made me snap out of it, but it was the motivation from my family and friends that boosted my Satori moment. When everyone told me, just do you, nothing else to it. What do you want to do? You want to work? Go ahead. You want to go to the beach? You want to go for coffee today? Let's do it. And I realized whatever you want to do, it is absolutely within your grasp. So I just went for it. Then day by day went by. Obviously, I got better. And that's just how my mindset is now. So definitely my Satori moment was started from, my health, but it was boosted through the motivation of my family and friends cheering me on. And a big important thing I live by now is, it's easy to find friends, but it's not easy to find friends that will mention your name in a room of opportunities. because a lot of people will be cheering on for you, but those are the same people that don't comment on your posts, that don't repost your things, don't tell people what you do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like come vouch for me, you know what I mean? But I'm saying if you're gonna talk the talk, like walk the walk for me too, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy to find something like that, and the fact that even in like the lowest points of your health, you still had people like your family, like those friends, to help lift you up, and then you kind of did the rest, right? So
Yeah.
it's I really like how you touched on that. That's a big thing that you overcame. A very good thing that you overcame. We have two final questions that we ask everyone. First question is, if you had to describe yourself using one spice, what would it be and why?
Cool Runnings all-purpose spice, because I'm a chameleon. I adapt personally and professionally, and it's helped me in my friendships, my relationships, my work relationships. And I made that zucchini dish when we were at the cottage with
Yes,
the
sir.
all-purpose seasoning, and it was fire. So I live by it. I live by it.
I like that answer. Three music artists you feel everyone should listen to.
Right now, I'm at the cottage. I'm in ASAP Rocky mode. Okay. a little bit of Post Malone, and Otis Redding. Always. Always.
Good answer.
Solid.
All right, Josie, we just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to sit with us. Yeah, we appreciate it.
It's all good. Thank you for having me, guys. You guys are doing great.
Thank you. We'll leave all your socials in the description box below.